up, guys? A little bit of a Braves bombshell as the Braves decide to dismiss hitting coach Kevin Seitzer, assistant hitting coach Bobby Magallanes, and catching coach Sal Fasano. I'm mildly surprised, but I also understand it with the historic 2023 and then falling flat in the playoffs. And I don't see a lot of our pieces changing. So this might just be a new voice type of thing. And I think Kevin Seitzer is a fantastic hitting coach, and he'll last about 5 minutes if he wants another job. But I think everything kind of started piling up. The little things didn't happen. The sacrifice flies, the productive outs, those went down. Even before all the injuries, the injury avalanche, we were struggling. And I think it just kind of piled up, and a lot of our big hitters use different guys outside of the organization as well, like Mark Brumley for Austin Riley, may he rest in peace. Fernando Tatis Sr. for Ronald Acuna Jr. So going outside for your hitting confidant, and that could be a factor as well, or just simply things got stale, and there just needs to be a new voice saying the same message. But I think it was really a combination of falling flat in the last 3 postseasons, 2022, 23, 24, you get a little caveat, especially with the injuries, but just kind of, we all knew what was going to happen if we lost offensively, and there was a lot of strikeouts. There's been a lot of strikeouts in our lineup a lot of the time, but it got to an insane amount in 2024. Obviously, again, that was a lot with the injuries and things of that nature, but I'm cool with the shakeup. I really am. I think it just allows for something different, and maybe will be more of a mix of power and being able to get those productive outs, sacrifice flies, RBI groundouts, those type of things, i.e. the Padres a little bit, because there's a lot of power in the Padres lineup as well. Although I don't see a lot of our pieces changing, so this could just be a new voice. But I really appreciate Kevin Seitzer and what he did, because turning around Jorge Soler, Eddie Rosario, doing what he did for Gio Urshela this year, he was put in a difficult situation, as the entire staff was. I just think this is could be a philosophy change, as we might see likely that Brian Snitker will retire after this year. But I just like the shakeup. We've seen the same thing in the postseason: injuries, no injuries, doing the little things, being able to manufacture runs really wasn't part of the game plan. And obviously, homers still win, always, most of the time, but when you get a leadoff double, you want to score that. Runner at third, 1 out, second and third, no outs. The amount of times we didn't score, that was starting to get maddening. So I think there was a lot of factors. Sal Fasano was a little bit of a surprise, but I guess a lot of teams don't even have catching coaches. I loved his lineups and how he creative wrote them. I thought that was really cool. And we've had elite catching duos, even back to Kurt Suzuki and Tyler Flowers. So appreciate his work as well. I think if those guys want jobs, they're going to have them real quick. I just think this was needed, but also I wouldn't have been surprised if they were still around too, because of all the adversity we went through this year. But I also understand it, and hope that hope that everybody's on board with whatever we do choose, and it's exciting. It's exciting to get some new blood and see the differences, if there are any, and just it makes things exciting. Obviously, it's a little scary, but the reality is we've got an all-star lineup coming back. Obviously, I'm sure Alex Anthopoulos will do Alex Anthopoulos things and make changes somewhere we're not even expecting it, and that's always fun. But the first one being the coaching staff getting a little bit of a facelift and some new blood. That's fun. It'll be interesting, but I'm really, really excited, and I hope everybody will be on the same page with it. I feel like we will, and it'll be fun. And watching a fun offense again is something I'm going to be really excited for. But as always, go Braves, champions forever. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps out a lot. Thanks, guys.